Hi folks, it's Cheryl from Cheryl's Crafting Corner, and today I'd like to show you a little mini album I made. And this one is 4 by 5.5, and I used acrylic from a packaging for the cover and added some silk flowers and rhinestones from Recollection. And this cover, and I made 2 other mini albums that I'll show you later on, is actually a file folder that I picked up from Michael's. It was a package of, I think, 10 of them. And as soon as I saw them, I knew I wanted to make mini albums out of the cover because there's beautiful butterflies and swirls, and the designs was just really, really lovely to use as an accent pieces. So what I did is I incorporated the flower that they had here, and I just, on the cover, I just added with glue dots, these silk flowers, and this swirl here to mimic the swirl on here. I actually have, this is a Tim Holtz Sizzix die, I actually have the die, the other half of the die that matches the swirl, but when I put it on the cover, it just masked the butterfly, and I didn't really want to do that. So anyway, so here's the cover, and inside, as I said, these are 4 by 5.5 pages. I added a 1.5 inch border and used the Martha Stewart punch to act as a pocket. And here's another corresponding flower to match the paper. And what I did is I made this album because it flips up because of the butterfly, the position of the butterfly. And with that, the top pages are all going to be matted, and the bottom will all be pockets. So it allows the user to not have to flip it and do different things like that. So this one here is a silk flower. I added a rhinestone and also adhered it with my glue dot. This paper is from Colorbok, and the white cardstock, I'm sorry, the pattern paper is from My Mind's Eye, and this pattern textured white cardstock is from Colorbok. And again, here's a pocket. And like I said, the top matte and the bottom. This is Recollection leaves. These were on clearance, gosh, months ago, maybe even last year, and I just love them. There's a nice texture to it, so I tried to match the paper, and I added a rhinestone. Just something simple so that it doesn't take away from the pictures that they'll be putting in here. And here's that Tim Holtz die swirl that I put on the front just to mimic it here. And the top mat, I put the flower here not to interrupt the picture. Here's the pocket, and the last page is another mat and a leaf, and I added the flower this time kind of as a closing thing. And this last page, I thought they could put either the year or some sort of event that's taking place while they use this album. And this is the Sizzix embosslet die that you could get at Stampin' Up. And then here is that swirl I was telling you about, the Tim Holtz swirl. See how it's exactly the same as the one on the cover, oddly enough. But if I put it on here, you couldn't see the butterfly. So anyway, so that's the back page. And the back cover is my traditional lock and key from Quick Cuts. Well, please stop by Cheryl's Crafting Corner for more ideas, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks.